it is after that SEC thing was when again?
Yeah.
A few days ago.
SEC start to sue the Binance in US,
Yeah.
yeah, and make a lot of people feel very yeah,
So there's a certain level of fear that is
yeah,
causing the market to fall in price, right?
yeah, and
So
then
BTC price now 25,000 plus, ETH now 1,800 plus a little bit. Yesterday when I saw ETH price, it was still okay. It was like it was like one near 119, near 1,000.
yeah,
And BTC price yesterday when I saw it was like 27,000. Now it's 25,000 plus. Yeah. So for the last 1 week, BTC price since 30th of May, it was 30th of May. It was near 28,000. So it has been hanging around 26,000, 27,000. Da, 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 da. Then after that, this SEC come and it's
yeah,
like Thanos, Thanos have
and
this this
yeah, and
wow.
mess the mess the playfield, yeah. They want to show that I'm the big boss in
I'm
this
the
field,
boss.
yeah,
I need some more rings on my finger.
yeah. That's why we saw the price of the BTC, ETS, and BNB go down after the news from the SEC. Yeah, that's why from today, when we see the chart on the 360, we see actually it's on red, but they don't want to make it a lot of fear.
To change the color to make it
Yeah,
less.
now it's done the red because it's go down much maybe, yeah. If I change to 1 hour, it's have a green color. I also what's happened with the coin 360,
When they
yeah.
put green color, they are trying to tell people, please don't see. You'll get heart attack.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, then let's come back with our live stream slide. We got some articles, some news, and of course we mentioned some news, and we we share with my own opinion. It's not finance advice. Yeah, and in this news, in this article, it say Bitcoin go to 30,000 is a matter of times. Yeah, we need to wait more. Yeah, it's look like it's going down. The price of crypto go down to 25,700. Yeah, is is far from 30,000. Yeah, and Bitcoin has met another weekly close above. It's nearly close the week in US time. Yeah, in US time, and then we usually do the live stream on Tuesday, and the price usually going down on this. Uh, uh, yeah, it's look like the schedule. The time usually go down on Monday US time and on the Wednesday US time. That's why, and some of we will do the DCA at this time. Yeah, it's a good strategy to do the DCA automatic investment. Yeah, if you have the app in Binance, you can use that time to buy the coin, to buy some crypto for you at the matter of time you set frequently every week or every day. It can buy for you. Yeah, just a few dollars for you to do saving, and then um, we have some the other article about the MUFG Bank. Yeah, it's like the Mitsubishi. Japanese in the Japan bank.
Yeah.
Mr. Nicholas, would you share
Okay.
some nice information about
MUFG is basically stands for Mitsubishi UFC Global, something like that. Yeah. So
yeah
anyway, they are back a stable coin
yeah
called Progmat coin. Yeah. So what they actually okay this Progmat was actually founded by MUFG itself, but along the way, I think they realized that they can't do everything themselves, so they decided to joint venture with a few of the big companies in Japan. JP
yeah
Mizuho, you a lot of people in the banking industry may probably heard it. Yeah, they, quite a number of years ago, they were one bank that merged with the other bank and become a bigger bank. Yeah, then there's SBMC, there's SBI, and there's a lot more others. Yeah, so they are also collaborating with Toki. If you go into the link of the article, you can see a picture where
yeah
they they put they just pointing arrows everywhere. So they are basically showing us how they are related. Yeah. So they collaborated with Toki a cross chain. Toki is a cross chain bridge
yeah
solution for public blockchain. Yeah. So the aim is that they are able to support cross chain swaps. So in other words, uh, oh, 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 oh. in other words, you can settle a transaction in Progmat coin on a
yeah
different blockchain. Yeah, doesn't have to be this blockchain. Can settle the transaction with in another blockchain. Yeah. So that's basically what it is. Yeah, what do you think, Mr. Richard?
yeah. It's a very potential because I think in when I see it's the first time I see some of the big bank in Japan. MUFG is also is a very big bank and they invest much in technology and they invest in the blockchains. And now when I see they have the Roma coin solution and it can used to back by the stable coin. Yeah, they jump into some of the technology, the thing that could uh, could help the bank system can prolong for a long time, can prolong more because with the current thing I see in US and in the other country, some of the bank have so many issues because they don't have the trust from the customer when they see the government keep printing more and more cash fiat. Yeah, it's really nice information and nice news about this. And let me see some of the one more information from Mr. Nicholas. Could you share? I
Yeah.
see this
So
news.
this is like a follow up from the previous the last week one. The last week one we did something about that. So
Yeah,
now you don't have to worry because Joe Biden he has signed a new law to avoid the
yeah,
default. So in other words, they can print more money now.
yeah. But I think they just say the law just say they delay
Yeah,
the
they
yeah
signed a law so that they allow them to legally
delay
delay
yeah
whatever. It's just like okay, I'm going to hand in my homework, but I will hand it 2 weeks later,
yeah
kind of.
yeah it's look
So
like that it's
if
look
my
like
teacher is going to scold me for not handing in my homework because I have not done my homework, I'll
yeah
say, oh, 3 weeks later, I'll pass up, I'll hand in the
yeah
homework. Then 3 weeks
yeah
later, I sign another new law and say, oh, I'll hand in another 2 months later.
yeah
But
they are
the
it's
problem will
very
still come
strict
back, you see.
it's unfair for the other country yeah
Yeah,
yeah
the thing is that this is just temporary. This is not even a solution. This is just temporary measure to
yeah,
try to tell the whole world, oh, we are okay. It's trying to
yeah,
tell the whole world they are okay, but they are not okay.
yeah. They are okay. It's really but they just hope they can survive more. Uh, they can survive until the next term of the president election. Yeah,
Basically, because next year is the election.
yeah.
Next year
Next year.
is what do we have next year? Next year we have Joe Biden
Yeah,
fighting with don't know who
yeah,
for the presidential election, and then you have Taiwan, which is what America is trying to see. They are trying to see war right in
yeah,
China. Taiwan. So next year Taiwan's so-called election as well. Yeah, so you see all these kind of things. That's why they are trying to say, oh, let's I can sign this law so that by then if I lose the election, I'm no longer the president. It's not my problem anymore.
yeah. So that's one kind of trick to handle the homework.
Yeah.
To delay to submit the homework. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Yeah,
And pass the homework to the next student taking the exam.
yeah. And let the other must to submit the homework soon, early, so can have more time to prepare for this. Yeah, it's unfair. Yeah, work is always
It's
unfair.
definitely
Yeah.
yeah.
And now next we go to the China blockchain standard. I see. Uh,
So
uh,
there's this thing about China. There as we all know, there was a time where China said we ban crypto, we ban this, we ban that, right?
yeah,
So then after that, a few months ago, they said, oh, they want to make Hong Kong the center for all the blockchain stuff that's going on. So now the China Ministry of Industry and Information Technology (MIIT)
yeah, MIT.
did they like try to make it sound like MIT?
Yeah,
Yeah. Anyway, they
I also
released
thought it about MIT.
yeah, so they released the country's first national standard for blockchain tech. Yeah,
Yeah,
so of course the aim is to accelerate the development of the blockchain in the emerging industry. Yeah, so uh, or development of blockchain. Sorry. Yeah, so they focus on blockchain and distributed ledger (DLT). So and then they set the basic universal standard. The whole purpose is to guide application that can guide applications of blockchain in a industrial development. So what I think the main idea here is to standardize the functional architecture so everyone can follow the same standard kind of thing, right? Yeah, it's very much like in the heavy industry, they have this certain standard for certain equipment that everyone has to follow. Yeah. So, for example, the crane when they lift certain things, they have a certain standard for whatever. Yeah, certain standard for the kind of equipment that can be used to lift. It's probably the same thing. Yeah. So they want to have a reference guide for the industry to unify everyone's understanding on the concept of blockchain. Yeah.
yeah,
So ministry also said you intensify the efforts to develop. Yeah, so basically they just at the end of this thing I highlighted two words: the cyber power and digital China. I
yeah,
think this summarizes the whole thing. They want to be strong in the cyberspace. They
yeah,
want to be fast in the cyberspace, and they want China to be very efficient and very proficient in the digital world. So
yeah,
digital China, we are looking forward to it.
yeah. It's really good standard to. This look like the brother, the big brother. They want to make a rule for the other country, the other
Yeah,
company follow
yeah,
this rule and can, yeah, this
yeah. you see, the West has been doing a lot of things to making a lot of people following their rules for other areas. So I think what China wants is now in the digital world, you follow my rules. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's also good news, and we hope that it can apply to the other some in crypto space and so
Yeah,
many. Yeah,
probably will because, like the article says, this industry is still an emerging industry.
yeah,
Blockchain, Web3, and all this crypto and all this is still an emerging industry. So when something is on an emerging stage, a lot of people they have unlimited expectation, unlimited things that can be expected from the industry. Yeah.
yeah. And we go to the El Salvador. Yeah, what's happened
Oh,
in El Salvador? And,
what
um,
volcano?
in some of the news,
Using
in the crypto
volcano.
news, yeah, the Tether USDT issue company, yeah, they invest 1 billion
Oh,
in US into the volcano energy mining. Yeah, in El Salvador is also the wood is a very nice information. Let me open the link from this, and we also can revise, can see the article about this. Yeah, and where's the power of something here, and then is in the article say that uh, combined with the that means if we use the reusable like the volcano energy to mine the crypto, to mine the Bitcoin is an opportunity. Yeah, and now uh, yes, now Tether USDT company, they invest first, and they invest in El Salvador. Why El Salvador? Because this country is open mind country. They allow the Bitcoin at the Bitcoin legal. That means legalize our Bitcoin use in El Salvador. Yeah, so they take as opportunity to do this. Yeah, it's a good news for the community, mining community too. The other people may invest, the other country company will invest in the mining activity in this country too. Yeah, it's a good article, and we will see that how see more the news on this. And but the Bitcoin standard celebrate 90 years since the US go up gold. Yeah, this article let us thinking about on 1971 when the Bitcoins go up gold standard. Yeah, because they don't want to make the standard 1 gram of gold will be equal one US dollar not, and now they cut the string. They don't want the gold will be the standard of the fiat um, of the uh, of the US not, and now the big now we hope that in the future we will have the Bitcoin standard, something standard to be backed by the fiat, because now with the fiat is not be backed by anything, it's just be backed by trust. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So actually, when you look at it, the fiat now, American fiat, backed by only trust, right?
yeah,
So it's not very much trustworthy in a sense. But the thing
yeah,
is that a lot of people, of course, in the last 10 years, we see a lot of people trying to paint Bitcoin as the digital gold. But I think the world is not exactly ready for digital gold concept. Yeah, so that
yeah.
is also basically I believe what the reason is behind China buying a lot of gold, Russia buying a lot of gold, a lot of other countries are buying up a lot of gold
Yeah,
and
that's right.
collecting a lot of gold because You see, now that the digital world is trying to flourish, it is on the way to trying to make a bigger impact. Bitcoin trying to make a bigger impact, or rather, a lot of people trying to make Bitcoin a bigger impact in the society and economy. The thing is that because of all this, uh, the economy at large is still feeling not so sure, not so because not so certain. Because when they look at Bitcoin, yeah, it's good, but the price go up and down so much, so big difference.
yeah,
So that is also probably the reason why a lot of people say, okay, now you can have all the digital gold moving up and down. Let me collect some real gold first.
yeah,
So when something goes wrong, we just create a digital coin that is backed by gold. Who
yeah,
knows? That's
yeah,
totally backed by gold. I'm not. I'm not. I don't mean any coin that says, "Oh, I backed by 1 gram of gold, 2 gram of gold." No, it's totally backed by gold. Yeah. So that will essentially. That's how I imagine. I imagine if such a thing were to happen, then it will create a different future. It will probably bring us quicker into a future of digital gold, digital transaction, digital everything become more and more digital. Yeah, what do you think?
yeah. That's true. That's why I also agree with you when we switch to the digital thing, because when if we look back, last time if I want to say something to you, I must write a letter to you and say go to the post office to send after, uh, depend on the distance. After the few day or the few week, you will receive my message, and then after that we switch to the phone, the telephone line. We make a call, but we cannot send the text message. Yeah. And now, if we send the text message go to overseas, yeah, by the phone, it will cost you quite uh, it's quite expensive. If you text through the phone, yeah, it's got you 10 cent or 20 cent if you send SMS overseas. And now you don't need SMS, but the SMS or the mobile phone is still there. You can use the Wi-Fi to make a call, the video call and video chat is other. Yeah, the technology, the new and the previous one still there. The banking system still there, and we also can use the other blockchain technology. The new one is faster and reliable with the previous one. Some people they don't want to adjust to adapt with the new technology. They can use. Look like today, we also can use the bicycle. Yeah, the
Yeah,
bicycle still there. Yeah, when the people can go to the moon by the satellite, by the rocket, but we still can use the bicycle because we don't need go to the moon. Uh, we don't need to go to the moon. We just use the bicycle go around our home to feel leisure. Yeah, it's also the same within the um, in the crypto. Yeah, some people they also don't need to think much about how to change the whole system. They just let it be. Yeah,
it's just let it be. Things
yeah,
of slowly fall into place because what is more important is whether this thing can put a food on the table. This
yeah,
thing can put a roof over our head at night. Yeah, so that is basically the primary thing that we consider. If we can't, then of course people will have to do something to make sure that they have food on the table for their children and all. Yeah,
yeah. And then one of the very biggest news, the biggest information, biggest first news, also the first, no, it is not the first news, it's a real news, true news, but it's make people feel very worried about it.
yeah,
Uh, People and everyone may hear about the SEC. Yeah, it's um, one of the government sector. They want to they control all the security and with the stock in the stock exchange, and now they they filed they filed a lawsuit against Binance.us, Binance in US, and file CZ. That's the reason why the price of crypto changed changed from just 24 hours ago is dropping down much. Is dropping down from nearly 1,000, yeah, in the BTC, and in the BNB much better. In BNB it changed a lot. Yeah, that's why. And in this article said that what the other crypto, what the other altcoin, BTC should overdo. And here we have some of the name of the altcoin. That's BTC say Binance use the customer fund to do the marketing to do for this altcoin in the Binance.us. Yeah, to trade on 3%. And also we hope the thing we sold earlier, and it's make the bull team can get back, can take the event, and then the bear team. I mean the price will go up soon in this month. Yeah, we hope that. And how do you think, Mr. Nicholas, about the issue, the thing when SEC sued in the finance
This
case?
one, yeah. So this one is probably just a temporary thing, you know. Yeah.
Yeah,
So yes, you see, the thing about fear is that people get fear for that moment, and then they start to try to throw something off into the market. But
yeah,
after a while, when things settle down, because I don't think CC is just going to sit there and watch it. Because I got sued, you know, that kind of thing.
yeah,
He will, that for the organization, he will have to do something, and then by then, and that depends. That's subjective to how fast he can start to think of something, or perhaps he already have a plan. So I think investors don't have to wait too long for the price to correct itself again. Yeah,
yeah,
it's just a temporary thing. You know, even whales at this point in time, they probably thinking the same thing. Now we have this SEC thing coming, so let's dump a little bit of whatever that's related to this case.
yeah.
Then maybe 1 2 weeks later, we'll buy back everything or something like that.
That's right. It's
And
also the same thinking with me when some of whales they see some first news, no, negative news, and they want to rely on the negative news to release something to dump the market first, to let to make to make people feel nervous, and they sell some of their asset, and then it's a time for them to buy
uh,
back. Yeah, that's some of the trading strategy. Yeah, to earn when people feel fear, and uh, fear when people feel greedy. Yeah, it's a kind of a strategy. And we also is a we now it's a time we go back to the title of our article is about the Bitcoin 30,000 in matter of time. Yeah, and we also will discuss how about the price movement, how how the Bitcoin can go, how far can it go. Yeah, and what is the price of this? Yeah, let's see. The this price maybe the just a few hours ago, the few hours ago, and we finance starting to say we prepare to fight to the full index. Yeah, a lot of news, lots of information also say about the finance CZ. Yeah, so we also may don't care about this because this article may be some of the thing to let the people feel negative about the market. Yeah, and we hope the market will recover soon. Yeah. Okay, it's also time for us to complete the live stream this early morning. Yeah, if you have any question, please let us know. Yeah, and Mr.
All
Nicholas,
right. All right. Thank you all for joining us. If you are planning to invest in some coins, token that you are not familiar with, please do
yeah,
your own due diligence, read up on the information, check out on the team that's behind the project, check out on the whales that is investing in this particular coin or token that we are investing in, and then you make your judgment from there. And we hope you make some money together
yeah,
with one in the next 1 week. Yeah, we'll see you
yeah,
again next live stream.
yeah.